Dear friends, now we shall discuss on the topic hate. Hate is not just a feeling or an emotion, and it has been closely connected with an ideology. After the downfall of the German Empire in the First World War, Nazi Hitler has made these allegations against the Jewish community so as to eliminate them from the German politics altogether. It was the same analogy and in the same spirit it has been following in the Indian politics for the past many decades. But over these first 6 years, it has been rooting in the Indian polity and Indian society at a large scale level by the name of love jihad and cow vigilantism and many other things which are aimed against the minorities, Muslims, Christians and Dalits on line of the ideology followed by German Hitler in Germany. Now let us discuss in the Constituent Assembly. There had been umpteen number of issues that have been discussed threadbare at length for years together with mutual understanding and mutual tolerance among divergent groups that was in the Constituent Assembly. But there was unanimous decision so as to adopt the Indian Constitution to make it as a secular, democratic and more vibrant constitution as has been done in many parts of the democracies of the world. My point here is that there has been umpteen number of threats and endangers to the religious minorities communities and Dalits, particularly against the Muslim minorities at this present context. My point is that in the Constituent Assembly it has been made in such a way that though there have been an umpteen number of divergent issues, it has been unanimously sorted out by mutual consultation, dialogue and discussion and arrived a consensus. Even the fundamental rights and the directive principles of the state policies in the Indian Constitution have given ample opportunities for mutual respect and mutual tolerance, mutual understanding among all religious communities, linguistic communities, communities with diverse cultural varieties, all have been accommodated and the common oath of common brotherhood that it has been rightly enshrined in the preamble to the Indian Constitution, liberty, equality and fraternity, comprising of all the communities, all the religions, all the cultures and whatnot. And the another thing is that in the directive principles of state policies under Article 51A within bracket E deals exclusively with the right of every citizen, duty of every citizen to promote communal and harmony and the spirit of brotherhood among all religions, linguistic communities and regional barriers and wiping out sectional diversities. These were the main principles of unity in diversity and unifying all the communities despite differences in religions, languages and cultures. Under Article 51A H was the onus of maintaining this scientific temper and humanism among all its citizens. From the Prime Minister to the ordinary citizen of this country, all the persons must abide by the Constitution so as to promote scientific temper and humanism. If these directive principles of state policies, that is maintaining communal harmony and strengthening of common brotherhood and encouraging that scientific temper and humanism is developed in India, there would be no chance for religious hatred or linguistic hatred or cultural hatred in India. This is the message what I want to express to the entirety of the Indian community. Thank you so much.